microbes. Now, the remaining two more points are there. Vaccine, I think just quick revision we'll have about the useful cleaning of environment. These microbes, what they will do, they will help in the cleaning of the environment. Have you ever heard the word decomposers, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Right? So decomposers, what they will be doing? They
Ma'am,
will
they clean
be
the dead
they
and
are
decay.
nothing but they are the microbes, right? Like
Ma'am, they clean the dead and
correct,
decay.
very good. So what they'll be doing, they will be correct, correct. So they will be cleaning the dead and decaying they will be cleaning the dead and decaying waste matter. So whatever the dead and decay matter are there, so they will be feeding on them. Like for example, here so much of dead and decay animals are there. So what they do, they will be sitting on them, they will be feeding on them, and automatically they will convert them into soluble form. Okay, so their body will be converted into soluble form, and now this soluble form, where does it go? It goes into the soil in the form of nutrients. Now from the soil, who will be using these nutrients?
The plant.
The plants. Okay, the plants will be using for their growth. Now the plants will be making the food, we will be eating them. So likewise, the decomposers help for the cleaning the environment. So there are some microorganisms, organic waste, and reduce the complex matter into the simple form. These matter get added up into the soil and they increase the nutrient content, helping in the growth of new plants. In addition, they also help in recycling of nutrients. So what happens sometimes? Sometimes the plants will be keep on using those nutrients, right? And ultimately, the nutrients will not be available. So that is why these decomposers will recharge them. Like we have the mobile phone. Once the amount in the mobile gets over, what do? We'll recharge it, right? Our internet pack will recharge it, our normal data will recharge it. Same way, when the nutrients get used by the plants, they have to be recharged by the help of the decomposers. Second thing, commercial uses of the microorganism, they are used for the large scale production like the alcohol and acetic acid. Do you know what is the formula of acetic acid, children, and what is the other name of acetic acid?
Ma'am, acetic
Amadou,
acid,
Ron,
vinegar.
The
Vinegar.
name of acetic acid is vinegar.
Ma'am, vinegar.
very good. What is the formula of it? CH3COOH. Okay. CH3COOH is a vinegar actually. So for making the alcohol, for making the vinegar or the acetic acid, the microorganism will be used. The yeast is used for the production of alcohol, that is making wine, beer, and whiskey. You might have, heard these words so many times. We'll have the shop also near to our home, or maybe in the malls also we have these shops. So what do? They will be using the yeast for it. It is also used for making the industrial spirit. Have you? I think girls might be knowing about the nail paint remover, right? So that nail paint
Yes,
remover, if you keep them in the open area, then what happens?
ma'am, it will dry up.
Yeah, very good. It will dry up, right? So it is because whatever the content is there, whatever the chemical is there inside, that will start releasing into the atmosphere, and because of that, it get dry up, or it will go into the air. So that is why we have to keep it very safely.
Ma'am,
Yeast
yeast
can
is
convert.
even.
Yeah, tell me, Sharan.
Ma'am, yeast is even present in the cakes, ma'am.
Correct. Cakes we have, rusk we have, breads we have, so many bakery items. Actually, most of the bakery items are made up of these yeast only. So yeast can convert sugar into alcohol by the process called as fermentation, and it was discovered by the Louis Pasteur in the year 1857. Bacteria also convert alcohol into acetic acid and then into the acid. So that is about this. Then medicinal uses also we have discussed about the antibiotics, about the vaccines we have discussed. We have discussed the examples also. The example of the antibiotics are streptomycin, tetracycline, erythromycin, and what is the name of the first antibiotic?
Penicillin.
Name of the first. Very good. Penicillin. Penicillin is the name of the first antibiotic. Am I clear, children?
Yes, yes.
I'm clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So now we'll start with the next point, increasing in soil fertility. So these microorganisms also increases the fertility of the soil by fixing the nitrogen. What is the percentage of nitrogen present in the atmosphere?
Ma'am, 78%.
Very good. 78% of nitrogen is present. My second question, can we use this nitrogen which is present in the atmosphere directly?
No, ma'am.
No. And in fact, the plants also cannot use this nitrogen which is present in the atmosphere. So, what is happening? You might have learned about the nitrogen cycle maybe in the grade 7. So, what do? Some of the bacteria, they will take that. So, these bacteria are present in the surrounding. So, what do? They will be taking the whole amount of this nitrogen from the atmosphere and then they convert them into the nitrate form. Nitrate is basically the compound of nitrogen. Okay. So, since we cannot or the plant cannot use it directly, they cannot use nitrogen directly. So, what do? They will be converting them, the bacteria will be converting them into the compound of nitrogen called as nitrate by increasing the nitrogen content of the soil. And because of that, fertility of the soil also will be increases. So when these bacteria, they will be taking the atmospheric nitrogen, they will convert them into the nitrate, and these nitrates will have what more amount of nitrogen that can be used by the plants. So who will be doing it? The blue-green algae. The name of the bacteria is called as a blue-green algae. So these blue-green algae, they will be fixing the nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen. The rhizobium bacteria present in the nodules of leguminous plant also fixes the nitrogen. So there, as you might have heard, I think in the class 7, rhizobium. So these rhizobium also bacteria also will be present on the roots of the leguminous plants are basically the pulses plant, the dals, all those plants, they are the leguminous. So that is
Yes,
how they will
ma'am.
be increasing the number or the amount of the nitrogen. Fine. Now I will not be going to the harmful. Before that, I'll just go to the very important topic, which is the nitrogen cycle. Fine. So in your book, it is given at the last. Well, I take it here because since we have started with the increasing soil fertility, so you should know about the nitrogen cycle first of all. A very easy and interesting, video I'll show you. With the help of that, you can just keep in mind how it works. Just this.
Wonder why you're not able to speak English fluently? It's because you have not been
So
practicing
is my
it
screen visible,
consistently.
children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hmm? Hmm.
Huh? Oh.
Hmm?
Aha. Ah.
Hmm? Hmm?
Ah.
So this is the atmospheric nitrogen, which is 78 percentage of the air.
Huh? Oh.
see what the plant they are doing. The plants they are not able to absorb them, so they are just taking and throwing that atmospheric nitrogen.
Yeah.
Hmm. So very important point, atmospheric nitrogen cannot be used directly by the plants and animals. So what has to be done? It has to be converted into the compound. And who will be doing? The bacteria will be doing it. And the process of converting the nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrogenous compound is called as the nitrogen fixation. So what they are saying, what the plant is saying, you have to go to my root, and in the root, what are there? The rhizobium bacteria are there. They will be converting them. So see, root nodules will be like this. On the root, basically a small, round white structures will be there. Have you seen them, children? Charan, Gagna, Amatur, Varshit, have you saw them? White structures on the root.
Yes, ma'am.
So they are basically the root nodules. And what do? They have the caliber that they can uphold. They can take the nitrogen. See, like this, how the process happens. This is the rhizobium bacteria which will be converting the atmospheric nitrogen. So it is not like, they are getting it from the surrounding. Automatically in the root nodules, these bacteria are present, called as a rhizobium bacteria. In the first step, they will be converting the atmospheric nitrogen into the ammonia. The formula of ammonia is HN3. So what they have done, they have converted the atmospheric nitrogen into the ammonia. So conversion of the atmospheric nitrogen into the ammonia is done by a bacteria called as the rhizobium bacteria. Now, these are the second type of the bacteria called as nitrifying bacteria. These nitrifying bacteria, they will work on this ammonia and they will convert them into the different type of the nitrogenous compound. So in the first step, what happened? Atmospheric nitrogen was converted into ammonia. Now, in the second step, the nitrifying bacteria will be converting the ammonia into the different compounds. See, so these nitrifying bacteria, what they are doing, they are converting the ammonia into the nitrite and then into the nitrate. So nitrite and nitrate. Nitrate is basically NO3 minus and nitrite is the NO2 minus. A very important reaction. This is, children. You can just copy down in your copy. So ammonia, with the help of nitrifying bacteria, they convert them into nitrite, which is NO2 minus. And this nitrites again will be converted by the nitrifying bacteria into the nitrate. And now these nitrates will be converted into various form and can be used by the plants. So that was the first way how it can be nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen can be used. So the rhizobium bacteria is already there in the root nodules. What they will be doing? They will be taking the atmospheric nitrogen, they will be converting them into the ammonia. So the rhizobium bacteria will be doing that. In the second step, this ammonia will be converted into nitrite and then nitrate. And who will be doing it? That is the nitrifying bacteria. So that is how the atmospheric nitrogen will be converted and will be used by the plant. And this is the second way by the lightning strike. Sometimes you might have seen lightning, right? So during that time, automatically, because of that light, actually, because of the lightning, the thunder of the lightning, when it falls down, wherever it falls down, automatically the atmospheric nitrogen gets break down. See, like this. Can you see in the picture?
Yes, ma'am.
So already whatever the nitrogen is there, the light is striking there, and when the light strikes there, this atmospheric nitrogen will get break down. See now, I'll play it. See, did you saw it? How it broke down, how it has broken down.
Yes.
Now this can be used by the plants. See, there was no bacteria used for this process, right? Directly the lightning has broken it down into the different nitrogenous compound. And now these nitrogenous compound will be used by the plant. So this is the second way. So what happened? These nitrates will be used by the plants to make protein. And now the plants, after making protein or after making food, who will be using? We will be using. Now these animals, like us also, humans also, these animals or humans, what do we do? After eating, whatever the waste material is produced in our body, we are throwing it out in the form of excreta, right? Same way, these cows, buffaloes, or whatever the animals are there, they also release the excreta, right? That excreta also contain the nitrogenous waste, and that can go into the soil, and from there it can be used again by the plants. So see now, so protein
Good
was
evening,
made in
ma'am.
the plant. Good
Good
evening.
evening.
So this
Ma'am,
protein, good evening.
ma'am, I
Yeah.
was late, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I went to swimming and my sister was there. That's why it became little late, ma'am. Sorry.
No problem. No problem, Lasya.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, this rhizobium converts the atmosphere to ammonia, right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, do they have separate process or it directly converts the atmosphere to ammonia?
Ammonification. The name of the process is called as ammonification. The process by which the rhizobium convert the atmospheric nitrogen into the ammonia. That is called as ammonification.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, we
Okay,
started
and the
the
second,
lesson.
no, the same lesson we are going with.
Okay.
And the process by which this ammonia gets converted into the nitrite and nitrate, that is called as nitrification. Okay,
Okay,
the two
ma'am.
major steps are there for that. Okay, see, now what happened? The plant has produced the protein. This protein was used by that cow. And now this cow, what they do is, what cow is going to do? It's going to, see, now in the dung also, what do they have? They have the nitrogenous waste. So the dead plants and animal excreta, they have the nitrogenous waste. So slowly and gradually, these cow dung will go into the soil and then again will be used. So over the time, what happened? The waste will get decay and ammonia will release. So how this waste will get decay? This waste will get decay because of the decomposers. And now when they are decayed, they will this ammonia will go into the soil, into the roots, and then same process will happen. The rhizobium will be converting them into the ammonia. Ammonia will be getting converted into nitrite and nitrate. And sometimes, now these are the two processes. Am I clear, children, with you? One is ammonification, which is conversion of the atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia, and the second process, the ammonia will be converted into nitrite and nitrate. Am I clear with both the process?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Others? Now, what
Yes, ma'am.
happens sometimes, like some of the nitrates will be used by them, okay, to produce a protein. But sometimes the other type of the bacteria is present, which is called as denitrifying bacteria. So these denitrifying bacteria, what do? Whatever the nitrates they have formed, they will be converting them again back into the ammonia. See now. So what they will be doing, they are going to convert them back, these nitrates back to the atmospheric nitrogen. So that is what is happening basically. The number of the rhizobium bacteria and number of the nitrifying bacteria is very much. So continuously what they are doing, they are converting the atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia and then into the nitrite and nitrate. And at the same time, the root nodules also have these denitrifying bacteria, but not in high amount, but yes, they are present. So what do? Whatever the nitrates they will be getting, they will not get every nitrate. Some of the nitrates will be used by the plants and some they will be getting it. So those nitrates, what they get it, what do? They convert them back again into the atmospheric nitrogen. These atmospheric nitrogen now, it goes into the atmosphere and then same process again it has to get started. And that is the reason, children, that the amount or the percentage of nitrogen in the atmosphere remains the same. It does not decrease. So continuously the plants are using it, right? But it does not decrease because the denitrifying bacteria, again, they are converting that nitrate into the atmospheric nitrogen. And this goes into the atmosphere and again the same process goes on. So again back into the atmosphere. Now they have two different choices. Either this atmospheric nitrogen gets breakdown because of the lightning, then they goes into the soil and used by the roots. The second way, as I told you, they have to go to the root with the help of the rhizobium bacteria, and then with the help of the nitrifying bacteria, they have to get converted into the different nitrogenous compound. And that is the reason the percentage of the nitrogen remains constant. It does not go down or it does not go up because continuously this process is happening. Some is used, some is like left back, some is converted. That is why the percentage remains same. So see, wait, let it complete. So this is a whole cycle. See, I'll explain you once again. The same thing, whatever we have seen in the video, the same thing they have given in the form of the cycle. Now see, the first step either is the lightning. So if lightning strikes, in that case, the atmospheric nitrogen gets converted into nitrates. And then these nitrates will be used by the plants to make the protein. And that protein will be used by the animals, right? And then animals will be releasing what? They will be releasing the nitrogenous waste. They will get this nitrogenous waste, that is excreta, they will get decay, and again ammonia and nitrates will be formed. Second way is this atmospheric nitrogen will be converted into the ammonia with the help of rhizobium, and these ammonia will be converted into nitrates and nitrites with the help of the nitrifying bacteria. Then the plants will be using them. Then same way the animals will use those plants, and then the waste will be generated. So same thing is happening, but different type of the bacteria are there for the both. And some of the bacteria, which is called as denitrifying bacteria, they will convert them back again into the atmospheric nitrogen. So that is about the nitrogen cycle. So this cycle is known as the nitrogen cycle. So that is how the amount of the or the percentage of the nitrogen remains constant. Clear, children?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am,
Yeah. Tell me.
you told the both ways,
Tell me.
right?
Tell me, children.
In which way the
Correct.
atmospheric nitrogen happens the more? Means goes to the plant more.
Conversion.
Yes, ma'am.
It goes most of the time with the help of the rhizobium only, because lightning is not every time, right? So thundering, lightning, those process comes rarely only. So that is the reason this rhizobium bacteria plays a very important role. And each and every root have the root nodules. So if I talk about only the one layer of the root, so it has so many actually nodules on that. So that is how it plays an important role rather than the lightning process.
Okay.
So any other doubt, children, you have? Anyone else?
Ma'am,
Lasya, Gagna, Amatu. Yeah, tell me, Lasya.
ma'am, this nitrogen when it's created, ma'am, how do they create the dry ice nitrogen, ma'am? Like the
That
ice.
is different. No, no, no. That is different. Actually, for the making the dry ice, for using the nitrogen for making the ice, that is a different process. They will be using the different chemicals for it. So there is no role actually playing here in this case.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Ronit, any doubt? And children, why the videos are off?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Varshit, any doubt? Okay. Gagna, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
So this is very, very important topic for not only grade 8, but also for the grade 9 and 10. The same cycle you will have. So just keep in mind the process of ammonification, the process of the nitrification, and the process of converting back into the atmospheric nitrogen is called as the denitrification. Okay. So three things are there: ammonification, nitrification, and denitrification. Denitrification is basically conversion of the nitrates back into the atmospheric nitrogen. That is denitrification. So three process: ammonification, nitrification, and denitrification. This is done by ammonification will be done by the rhizobium, nitrification will be done by the nitrifying bacteria, and denitrification will be done by the denitrifying bacteria. So like this, three different bacteria will be used for the process.
Okay, ma'am.
So coming back to we were here. So that is how the soil fertility will increase, and this is how the nitrogen cycle will work. So I think in your book it is given at the last of the chapter, like few pages of the chapters last. In the last, you can see there. Okay, just take it out. And next topic we will be starting are the harmful microorganisms. So harmful microorganisms are not only in the humans but also the plants have it. Fine. So, what are the negative impact of them? What are the different kind of the diseases they cause in us, or some of the microbes they cause diseases in the plants also. So those are different diseases we will be learning in the next class. So, like some of the shortcuts I'll tell you, like VIP, where V stands for the virus, I stands for the influenza, and P stands for the polio. So if in the paper it comes like write the two diseases which is caused by the virus, easily you can learn in the short way VIP, V virus, I influenza, P polio. Then other shortcut BTT. B stands for the bacteria. The first T stands for the tuberculosis, and the second T stands for the typhoid. So like this, few of the shortcuts also we will be learning to understand or to learn the name of the diseases easily. Right? So BTT, VIP, TMD. So like this, a few
Ma'am,
shortcuts will be there. I'll just do in the next class.
ma'am, the
Any
harmful
doubt, children
micro,
here? Yeah, tell me, Lasya.
ma'am, the harmful microorganisms are like FRO, ma'am. FOE.
Yeah, four. Yes, four. There are four.
Okay,
Fine. That's what the chapter name is. Friend, basically they're useful for us, and four are basically the enemy, or we can say they are harmful for us. Fine. And most probably in two classes. In two classes, I'll be winding up with this chapter. And then we will be starting with the chapter. Which chapter do you want me to start with?
Ma'am, crop management.
Crop
Crop
production and
management.
management.
Is there anyone else who wanted to go for the chapter, crop production and management?
Yes.
Okay. So everyone is with the crop production and management. Okay, fine, no problem. So we'll take with the crop production and management. And then I'll be starting with the chapter cell, which is very, very important for the grade 9. And this chapter, microorganism, is like there, some of the parts are there in the grade 9. Crop production, you will not be finding. Ah, yeah, crop production also is in the grade 9 in a last chapter of the bio. And the chapter cell is basically the whole chapter is there as a whole chapter in the grade 9. So, chapter cell, chapter reproduction, these two chapters actually playing very important role for you in the grade 8. So, we'll be covering them once we complete the crop production.
Ma'am, we
I
actually
think
have for all India test crop production and management.
right. But I think before that, I will not be able to complete that.
But I guess like that the chapter is there for my coming up exam in school.
Ma'am, we have to read that lesson on our own. Crop management.
See, basically, I'll tell you about the All India Test Series. Those All India Test Series is not only for you, actually, it is for everyone. Outsider children also will be there for that exam. So, what happens is like, though I am teaching the microorganism, but we have taken the first chapter because it is a part of it, right? The first chapter is a part of it. I did not start with the first chapter because if I start the first chapter, then might be, you feel little bored because nothing nothing very interesting is there in that chapter. Okay. So whatever the question comes, you just read your NCRT book. Apart from the NCRT book, if you have the other book like the MTG, or if you have together with Pearson, any other whatever book you have for the crop production management, you read it out. Okay. And if in case you have the doubt, you ask me personally. Okay. Be it any doubt from the chapter. And once you write the AITS exam, then you will understand. Okay. So these type of questions are going to come, and this is how you have to attempt it. I think last year you have enrolled for it. Varshit has done, Gagna has done,
Yes.
Ronid is remaining, Amatur you are remaining, and Charan you are remaining, right?
Ma'am, today my dad will pay me.
Okay, fine. And that is actually the time-based test. It only 20 minutes will be there. In 20 minutes, 20 questions of science has to be solved, and whosoever will be getting the rank 1, rank 2, and rank 3, they will be getting the certificate as well as I think a less amount of the cash prize also they will be getting it. So fine, the cash price is actually not much. It's like a very less, but it is for the motivation, right? If it is like 50 rupees also, 100 rupees also, it's like it will be motivating you, right? It is your own money, whatever you have got it, right? So that we will be, once we get the result for the whole month, we will be doing it. And it is not like, see, children, one thing more I like to add on there. One test you're performing good, the other test you're not doing good. Automatically, your rank will decrease. Okay. For the cash prize, we will be counting some almost 4 to 5, tests. After counting maybe 5 tests, okay, for example, in the test 1, last year has got rank 1. In test 2, Charan has got rank 1. In the test 3, Gagna has got rank 1. So what happened now? Other children also will be there from outside, right? So someone, they will be getting it. Who will get the maximum rank 1 out of everyone? They will be getting the cash prize. It is not like everybody will be getting it. The maximum will be getting it. Maximum scorer will be getting it. Yeah, Lasya?
Yes, ma'am. Like we have the science test, right, ma'am? Every month we have like alternately, ma'am. One time bio and one time physics, like that.
No, it's not like that. Any chapter we will be giving you.
Okay. Every month, like
Okay,
it's
any chapter.
dependent.
Yeah, and not every month, every 15 days. Now you have 1 second, right? Now after some 12 to 15 days, again you will have that. So in a month, 2 times you will have it.
Okay, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so I think you all are
Ma'am,
there
like
in the All India
second,
Test Series group. Yeah, tell
ma'am,
me,
like
Gagna.
on second you will have either maths or bio. And after
No,
15
I
days,
can't.
ma'am, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Ma'am,
can
I
hear
was
you.
saying that
June 2nd, you're saying that we'll either have maths or bio, and after 15 days, the same thing, like the maths or bio one.
No, you will have both actually. No, you will have both. On 2nd of June, you will have maths also be there, which I've already posted in the AITS group. Okay. Same way, immediately when you write the exam on 2nd June and the date also. Maybe I'll just tell you the date. Wait, let me see and I'll tell you the date also so that your next test will be on 30th June.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
So like this, it will be there on 2nd of June. Then after that, it will be on somewhere either 23 or either 30th. Maybe most probably 23rd of June, it will be there. So every time it will have the maths, one chapter and one science chapter. 20 minutes for maths you will be getting, 20 minutes for the science you will be getting. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. And one more doubt.
Yeah.
Ma'am, is it like back to back, or we'll have an option when to write?
You have the option. See, the timing of that exam will be Sunday 8 a.m. till Monday 8 a.m. Okay? You
Like
have
normal
24
test.
hours. The site will be different actually. Right now you're doing it on the Wise app. That is done on the toppers. So I'll just post all those instructions to you on the IITS maybe in a day or two so that you will be aware. And if you want it, we will just have a meeting also before the main exam so that I can share my screen and I can guide you how to go about it. Okay?
Ma'am, like
So 20,
this test
yeah,
is like
Rasa.
this test will be like our objective test, ma'am, like the options
It will be
ones.
completely objective. No subjective test in this. Okay?
Okay.
And in this 24 hours, you can maybe attend maybe at 10 o'clock, you can attend the science one. And after maybe sometime in the evening, you can attend the math.
Ma'am,
There is
Like
problem
same
in
device app
attending it
ones.
separately. But you cannot do like midway. You cannot do it midway. Maybe some 10 questions you have done, now you don't want to do it. No, you cannot do that. Automatically, your 10 questions will get saved. Your rank will be created then and there. So complete the 20 questions and then leave it. Don't leave somewhere in between. Yeah, Charan?
ma'am, will the questions come in the textbook or of the different model or out of syllabus?
Both. Out
Okay,
of the
ma'am.
syllabus is very less actually. It will be most probably from your NCERT, the foundation book, NCERT book. These we will cover.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? Okay, children then. Okay, children. Any doubt, then message me personally. And if any case, any doubt you have from the chapter also, you can just message me personally. Okay, I'll just tell you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, children, then thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.